All right, bring a trailer. This is the 1966 Volvo 122 four-door, and obviously it's a 1966 because of the VIN number, but on the the front license plate, it says 67, and the title says 67 as well. But just first things first, they titled them the year they sold them, and then they gave them that year. So this was a 66 that was sold in 67. It's a color code 89, which is light blue. It's a 2-year color code. They changed it, I believe, to color code 95, called it Horizon Blue, and made it a lot more blue. This is it's a cool older paint job. I'm gonna say late 80s. It's definitely got some wear and tear on it, but it's nice, thick paint. It came to us oxidized, and I spent about 2 to 3 days just kind of buffing it out, and turned out good. It's got some nice patina, as they call it. There are no rust bubbles on the body anywhere, which is nice. It was a previous Arizona car. Back in 2007, it came to Washington, and then stayed with that owner for 11 or 12 years. And then I picked it up, and I've had it for about a year. I've done a lot of deferred maintenance, went through the fuel system, did master brake cylinder, did a new generator, all the fluids, spark plugs, wires, went through all the electrical. All the electrical is working except for the horn, and the horn does not work, and the heater does not work either, the fan. I'm going to be troubleshooting those two things this week. But as you can see, it's very straight. There are a couple little dings way low on the door here. There's like one right here. I mean, we're talking really hard to see. One there, and then in the rear, it does look like it's had a respray after the first paint job. There's some checking here and down here. And that's just an indication that there was probably some type of body work, and then resprayed the trunk lid. But the panels, all the gaps look amazing. The doors shut nice. The other side shuts nicely as well. The front is dent and ding free. Obviously some rock chips. So starting in the front here, we got some rock chips here. Some touch-up paint was done, it looks like. Some chipping here. A big paint, I don't know what you'd call that. Just peeled off here, peeled up here. The roof doesn't have any peeling or checking. Obviously this is a homemade roof rack. Not any peeling or checking up there. All the doors are great. There's no bubbling anywhere on the rockers. There's no body work, in my opinion, on either side. There's a couple rock chips here. There's some scratching here. That door looks great. There's some paint here, obviously, that's chipped away, and then here as well, and here as well. That's my crazy neighbor. And then got a paint chip here, and then back here, some paint is just chipped away. You can see that original paint right there. It's very close to the color that it has now. And then, let's see here. This side looks good. Oh, on the trunk here, there's a couple paint chips, and then some cracking here of the paint on that seam. And then this door shuts nice. That door shuts nice. Down here, there's some scratching here. And then there's a little ding right here. And then a scratch mark here and a scratch mark here. The glass does have 2 chips in it in the front. No cracks, just little chips. And then obviously the things that are not stock on this car are the wheels, the roof rack, and then the Weber carburetor, which we'll get to in a second. The interior is highly original. Has the original rubber floor mat, which is not made anymore, so it's kind of hard to find, but it's not in perfect shape, but it's definitely still usable. It has a cover on the dashboard Headliner's pretty good. It sags a little bit on the back right. The interior dome light works. Turn signals work. It does have a push button starter on it. Just the key. It goes to the second position, and then you can hit the push button. Let's see here. The seat belts are not stock. That's from a later model, Volvo. Back seat doesn't have any cracking or chips, or cracking or tears. That rear piece of carpet though is peeling. All the windows roll down. The locks work. The keys come with the doors, which is always nice. And then the trunk's definitely seen some better life. The original rubber mat is just kind of old. It comes with some old paperwork, some books, some tire, a jack. There's some surface rust up here, corrosion. Nothing that's soft or bubbly. It's just looks like some liquid sat there for a while. Underneath the speaker area, super clean and nice down there. And then both rear quarters look great. Inside, there's no welding anywhere. E-brake works great. Under the hood, it's got the B18. It has the non-stock Weber carburetor. And as you can see, the carburetor's had a sticker put on it, just a magnet. What else? Batteries only 2 years old. Horns do not work. Fuse box, I have replaced all the fuses. It doesn't leak any oil from this motor. Obviously, it's the automatic transmission that does not leak at all either. It's a very tight motor. Good. It's good compression. All above 150, which is pretty amazing. It does have black sprayed underneath the hood here, which was common when they would detail an engine bay back in the day. They'd spray it black or put insulation, but obviously that's not stock black paint. The front nose looks great. No dings or dents. All the seams and corners look good. There's no damage in any of the front rails. Underneath is very solid. It's not going to be the nicest surviving vehicle out there, but runs and drives. The metal's good. Underneath is great. It's a great starter car for a full restoration or conversion to an M41 with overdrive. It's got great bones, great metal, cool paint color. Good driver. Doesn't overheat. Stays right at 25%. And so yeah, if you have any questions or comments, feel free and ask me over Bring a Trailer. You can message me or leave a comment. Thanks so much.